Hello, potential backer. My name is Eva Coppola. My artist name is Eva. I am a designer and I am also a world fusion music artist. I'm in that genre. I mash up samba and bhangra with a little bit of electronica. But this is about my design work. So if you're interested in seeing anything about my music, you can visit www.evaeva.net. That would be EVAEVA.net, no spaces. So last week I submitted to Project Runway. It is actually the third time that I have submitted. The commitment I made to myself was that I would continue to submit until they either stopped running the show or they just invited me to compete. They gave up. They gave up. Stop. But to be more serious, I really believe that I'm doing something that's extraordinary. I believe it's worth being supported. I believe it's worth getting out there and being recognized. So my modern design aesthetic is to take 16th century Italian richness, emotion, glamour, and express them through my contemporary world fusion, sophisticated glam rock star aesthetic. I specify modern when I say that because when I create things that are 16th century Italian, and I pair them with companion pieces that are in my contemporary aesthetic. In addition to that, some of the garments that I create, when I do a 16th century set or group, I usually do two or more, are crossovers. So for like this can be a crossover garment. This is called a zimmata. It's back at that time in the 16th century. It was a secondary garment. It would be worn over a dress. Sometimes a gamura is a type of dress. They would wear it maybe over lighter garments. This has detachable sleeves. Here's a little bit of a look at the hardware and the. If I get too close, they'll just come out of focus, but the fabric and the sleeve. So they were made, it was a fashion to have detachable sleeves. It also had a practical application because this, I could take the sleeves off and then you would see the sleeves of the gamura underneath the dress. But I might be able to take the sleeves off of the gamura as well, and then I just might have chemise sleeves if I were too warm or it was a fashion choice or something like this. So it was practical and fashion at the same time. So this project is a mini collection, and I want to do this to bring these things together of then and now and show the metamorphosis of that. It's called Purple Mini Collection, a love color. My hair was purple 2 weeks ago. When I do a set of garments, I do all of the jewelry and accessories, not just the design and construction of the clothes. Here's a close-up of, I made these earrings. There's a close-up of them. The reason I do all of the jewelry is because there's an emotion that I'm feeling that I wish to convey, and I need each element of this grouping of this whole presentation to really reflect that. And I hope that the thing I create elicits a similar emotion in someone looking at it or wearing it. And your support in making this happen is utterly essential. So this collection will be 2 16th century garments, a gown, a gamura. Both of them would have detachable sleeves. The zimmata would also have detachable sleeves so that they would be mix and match, along with headwear, undergarments for both, jewelry, accessories, fan, like the one that we saw at the beginning of this video. I make fans. I'm doing the entire experience from head to toe. I don't do shoes. I don't know how to do shoes. I can't do everything. Accompanying the 2 16th century garments in all their glory are 3 companion contemporary pieces. A white linen shirt that's reminiscent of the chemise that would also be made out of linen, one of the undergarments for the 16th century. But a modern take on that. A top/jacket that could be worn with or without the shirt. And then a smooth pair of pants, fitted pants that do not have pockets. The bridge between these 2 time frames of clothing is the zimmata, which I would shoot in both its time and present in modern, in order to show the progression and the connection between these two things. And I brought samples to show you. Where's my velvet? There's my velvet. Okay. Okay, so this is actually, let me just preface this. Everything, it's really true purple, but they're showing up as this electric blue, purpley electric blue sort of color. They're not really. They really are a true purple. here's this damask, which is just beautiful. It has, you can see it has a bit of a texture, so it makes it even look even richer. It's really nice. And then here is the velvet. This would be the gamura, the dress, the top/jacket for the modern pieces, and the pants for the modern pieces. This would be the zimara. I am still working on whether or not, how much I will adorn this velvet. It won't just be plain velvet. It will have something. It will have ribbon, it will have pearls, it will have something. I just haven't decided exactly what that is. The pearls I might use are these pearl clusters, which I would have to change the stone, though. The clear stone would not work for this. I want it to be amethyst. The thing about these pearl clusters, for what I originally imagined I might do, it would make the garment incredibly heavy. So I have to work on how to balance visual and practical. Because these are not costumes, these are clothing. This is clothing. It may be 16th century, it's still clothing. So that's really where I'm coming from with this. And then here's linen. Linen, this is the linen that would be the chemise, and it would be the, trying to show it. It would be the shirt and ribbon, which I know I'm using this ribbon. I just don't know quite exactly how just yet, but I will be definitely using it. Again, this is really purple. It's looking royal bluey purple, but it's really actually true violet, and it has this lovely sheen. It's very rich looking. It has a variegation, which you may be able to see a little bit of. So, you know, and with the brocade and the velvet, I love how they look together. They look really beautiful, and I can't wait. I'm really excited for you to see this. So I have drawings and sketches that are the direction for these designs. I hold off on certain decisions until I'm at the point of drafting, and I do that because it's really critical how it all comes together. These little details add up to this final experience. Where the neckline is, where the closure is, shape of neckline, shape of sleeves, all these things really can end up being how powerful or not powerful your final experience is, if it looks different to you or not. And so I look into these I really work on these details. I just need to say, 16th century Italian fashion is so beautiful. There's so much detail. There's so much to work with. I love pretty much everything about Italian style and fashion, no matter what time period we're talking about. Cars, everything. So I'm celebrating that. In the course of this project, I will be video documenting it, the process, so you get to see the inside story on what's happening, and you get to see the process of it becoming its beautiful result. And for certain pledges, they will get a copy of that video. I need backing because it's expensive to do these pieces. But the point of me doing this is just because they're beautiful and someone will want them. But it shows the progression of my aesthetic from my beloved 16th century Italian to how it connects very directly to us now. And I've included folders with photos of other work I've done. You can see my use of pattern and color. So please do take a moment to have a look. I would love you to see them. Kickstarter says I should make the point that if I don't reach my funding goal, I can't make this wonderful collection. So not to put too fine a point on it, you are utterly essential, and I would be deeply grateful for your support of this process. I guess that's all I would say right now. We could talk for hours, I'm sure. I can't wait to get this going. I hope that you join me in this uber fabulous, light-filled adventure of girly gorgeousness. Mwah!